Good evening, fellow summoners. It's No Clue 998 here, coming at you with another video for Act 7 in book number 2. And as you can see, this is 7.1.5. It is my first path, and I've decided to go through the Lifecycle Hurt Locker path. You see the team that I brought in, and as you can see, by the length of this video, it did take me a while to get through the path. Life cycle, basically what it does is, as you can see that little blue icon over the champion, that stays up there, and every once in a while it'll turn colorless, which basically means that's when you can knock the opponent out. While it's blue, you can't actually knock them out. So basically what you need to do is you need to parry and heavy, which will make the cooldown last a little bit longer. And usually it helps if you have a special 3, which can pretty much guarantee a knockout at that point. So as you can see, I decided to bring in my Warlock against Mr. Sinister here. He is very annoying to fight, and it does take a while for me to bring him down, but as you can see, little by little, he's going down. I do, like I said, have to parry and then do heavy, so that way that life cycle actually lasts a little longer in the cooldown, so you can knock him out. And as you can see, he is already down to about 38%. Usually I actually use my iPad to play this game, but I wanted to start going through Act 7, and I decided to use my iPhone, which I am so not used to using to fight. So you will see that I'm do make a lot of mistakes here. As you can see right away, my Warlock got knocked out against Mr. Sinister, so I have to revive and bring him back in. I was trying to get through Act 7 for the initial path. It's taking me a while to do it. I did 7.1.1 and 7.1.2 a little over a month ago, and I just wanted to finish the last 4 paths, and my iPad's battery was low, and I didn't want it to die on me in the middle of doing this path, so I decided to use my iPhone. Like I said, I'm so not used to it, so you will see I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, but you live and learn. As you can see, he knocks my Warlock out for the second time. Oh, I'm going to go back in, revive Warlock, heal him up a little bit, and go back in again. He is down to 9% now, so I'm getting close to taking down the first champion in this path. And for the third time, he does knock out my Warlock. He is actually the most annoying fight in this path after you get through him. Like I said, I did still make a lot of mistakes, but the other fights weren't as annoying as this one is. As you can see, I'm just trying to parry and heavy so that way I can get that cooldown on the life cycle to go down, to stay down a little longer, so that way I can finally knock him out. Alright, and I was actually able to get him because of the cooldown. On the life cycle, the shock was able to knock him out, so I actually did not have to hit him. And now we're off to the second fight, which is against Ultron. And in this fight, because he is metal, I decided to bring in Magneto, who is usually very good against metal champions. The good thing about this fight is also that as you need to parry and heavy to get the cooldown on the life cycle, it also helps because it builds up Magneto's prowess. As you can see, little by little, I'm chipping away. He's already 1/3 of the way down. These fights do last a little bit longer than normal. These guys are actually pretty tanky. Alright, by now I have them down to 50% and working my way through. Alright, he was able to clip me there, but like I said, I'm just adjusting to using my iPhone instead of my iPad. So I do make a lot of mistakes, and of course I'm not the greatest player. It's just the way it is. Alright, and there he was able to clip me, so Ultron was able to KO my Magneto for the first time, but I revived him again. has some potions, 2 health potions to him, and I go back in. Alright, got him down to about 10% now. Alright, I try now to see if I have enough to be able to knock him out. Which, as you can see, I was not able to. But I was able to knock him out there, as his life cycle was in cooldown. So that would do it with the second champ. Now we're off to Old Man Logan as the third champion. And of course, because Old Man Logan is part metal, I do bring in Magneto again for this fight. And as with the other fights, you basically just have to parry and heavy so you can get the life cycle to be in a longer cooldown so you can knock them out. Alright, little by little I am bringing him down. These fights do take a little bit longer. And he was able to clip me with his heavy there, which knocked out my Magneto. So I'm going to have to revive him once again. And bring him in. Now, as you can tell by the champions that I brought in, a lot of them do need, are good for the parry and heavy. Like Archangel, Captain America, Magneto. So that's the kind of team you will need to bring for this path. It benefits for the cooldown and of course for their damage overall. that was, if you can kind of hear it, that was my son coughing there. It is 3:30 in the morning here, so everything sounds just a little bit louder than normal. But back to the fight. As you can see, I'm bringing him down little by little. I have him now at 10%. Alright, here we go guys. This should basically knock him out. His life cycle is in cooldown and I'm doing a special 3. There we go guys, that will do it for Old Man Logan, and now we're off to fight number 4. Alright, the next fight is again against Guillotine, who is also part metal, so I do bring in Magneto once again, so I heal him up and I bring him in. And as just in the previous fights, basically you just try to parry and heavy so you can get that cooldown last longer for the life cycle node. Alright, here I send my first special 3 so I could get some more damage going. Alright, I got clipped there by mistake. I thought my block was there, but unfortunately it wasn't. But I'm still okay. I do have around 10% now, actually 5%. Alright, and the cooldown started, so I will do my special 3 and that should knock her out. There we go. Done with fight number 4 against Guillotine, and we're off to our next fight. Alright guys, the fight number 5 is against Sabretooth, who also has the life cycle and Hurt Locker node. Sorry about the notifications. I was using my iPhone and I forgot to put the do not disturb sign on. On this one I decided to try a new champion. I brought in Archangel to see how he does against him. Just to mix it up a little bit. Now, as you can see, he's doing pretty good against him. bringing down his heart pretty good with the neurotoxins that he has on him. Got some bleed and some poison too. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to keep my block up, so he was able to knock out my Archangel. So I decided to bring in my Warlock to finish off Sabretooth. Alright, little by little, Warlock is bringing down Sabretooth, and now that he's in cooldown, I do send my special 3, and this should do it and knock him out. There we go, guys. That does it for fight number 5 against Sabretooth, and we're off to the next fight. Alright, this is the last fight before the boss on this path. It is against the Guillotine 2099. And I knew right off the bat that this was not going to be an easy fight. I do struggle against her. And with her having the life cycle, I just figured it's going to take a while for me to bring her down. So I decided to start off with Magneto, just to see how he does against her. Right, as you can see, little by little, he is bringing her down. Actually doing pretty well against her. I'm still taking a lot of block damage here, and I need to learn to evade that just a little bit better. So that way I won't need to use so many resources. But I am a parry type of player, not an evade type. So that's why I do take a lot of block damage, as you can see by the fights. I tend to try to parry before I try to do anything else. Which is not bad, but if I'm off, my timing is off, then yeah, I'll be off on everything. was able to get her to do her special 2, which is a lot easier to evade than her special 1. I was able to get her to parry there a little bit more. So I was able to use some more heavies on her. Alright, now I'm able to activate my second special 3 on her. And that brings her under 50%. No, even though I say I do struggle against her, I felt like this one was actually probably my best overall fight in this path. Even though I get knocked out, I felt like I did pretty well against her, bringing her down a good amount. So I go back and I bring Magneto once again. Felt like since he did so good to bring her down more than 50%, probably be good to go to finish her off. Alright, start off with some parries and heavies. Try to get that cooldown on that Lifecycle node to last longer, so that way we can knock her out. At this point, I'm just trying to get her to bait her special 2, so that way there we go. That way she won't have to be able to do anything when I do the special 3 on her. She was able to clip me there, but I was able to hit her there with another heavy. And now I activate my special 3 while the cooldown is on and knock her out. Alright, that is actually the last fight on this path. Now we're off to fight the boss. But before we do, I do decide to switch out my character. And I bring in my Falcon. I try to do Archangel, but you're not able to swap out when you have somebody knocked out. So I chose Magneto, and I swapped them out for Falcon to go up against the boss. And as you can see, his name is Electro Luke. So basically it is Luke Cage, and he does have Electro's special abilities. He was able to clip me there with that special 1. and was able to knock me out. Was able to evade actually my hit there, and he was able to knock me out. So then I decided to bring in Doom to see what I can do against him. Once again, I get hit with his special one. Not sure if it had to do with the fact that, like I said, I was using my iPhone, so having a little bit of issues. Even overall, I felt like I did alright. There, I totally 100% whiffed. I guess I was too far away from him. And when I missed, he was able to go in and punish me. So he knocks out my Dr. Doom. So now I decide to bring in Captain America. As you can see, the fight is actually going pretty well against him. I'm able to actually evade a little bit of his SP1, and because of the glancing with Captain America, even though I do get hit sometimes, it's not so much damage. So here I decided to activate my special 3 just to get some extra damage. And somehow I was able to miss that punch, and Electro Luke was able to punish me there. So now I bring in my Warlock to see what he can do against him. Figure let me just use whatever champions I don't have knocked out. And just bring them down little by little with each champion. Alright. My Warlock gets knocked out there. Basically all my champions are dead, so assuming that I might need to use all of them again, I decide to actually heal them all up with a team revive and start all over again against them, starting with Falcon. Alright, not sure what happened there, but he just totally punished Falcon. 5-hit combo, knocked out. So decided to bring in Warlock instead and try to chip away again once again on Electro Luke. At this point, he was able to knock me out only because I totally forgot that he had Electro's specials instead of his own normal specials. And yep, he was just able to punish me there. So I bring in Captain America once again, see what I can do with him to bring down Electro Luke. Definitely throws you off when they switch their abilities. You're expecting one thing and get something else. Yeah, I don't know. I missed, but was able to hit him with the second part of his heavy. Alright, little by little I am chipping away. He is under 50% by now. I decided to activate my special 3. And once again, the changing of their specials threw me off against him, and he was able to knock out my Captain America. So I decided to bring in Doom, see what he can do against him. And once again, somehow I ended up missing, and he ends up knocking down Dr. Doom on me. So I decided to revive. I don't know why I decided that Archangel just wouldn't be good against him. So I decided to revive my Captain America, bring him in, see what I can do to just chip away a little bit more. Alright, as you can see, little by little, I'm starting to bring them down. Got a nice little flow going there. Alright, and Luke Cage was able to knock out my Captain America once again. So, once again, I decided to revive him. I do have Electro Cage down a good amount of damage already, so I'm hoping that I can finish him off here at this point. I did cause a good amount of damage the last time I let him in. As you can see, little by little, he is going down. And with the special 2, I was surprised I was able to get the last 5% with that special 2, but Luke Cage is down, Electro Cage is down now, so I will go to the last node to finish the path. Alright guys, that would do it for this video. If you like what you saw, please press that like button. Also subscribe to my channel, as I will continue doing more of these videos and hopefully do a lot better the next time around. Have a good night, guys.